Hello, welcome to empowermefirst.college lecture on ecology. I'm Mr. Nyati. So on this lecture, we are going to look at the levels of organization, biomes and ecosystems. Of course, we are also going to look at how energy flows within an ecosystem. We are also going to exploit the cycles of matter. We're going to look at the anthropogenic impacts on ecosystems and, of course, the conservation of our ecosystem. Right? Let's start off by defining what ecology is. Ecology is a word that is derived from a Greek word oikos, which means habitation, and logos, meaning a discourse or a study. It simply implies the study of habitations of organisms. We are going to look at the biosphere levels of organization. But for us to understand that, we need to break it down to the simplest point of view, that is the organism level. What is an organism? An organism is a single-celled or a multicellular living system that is capable of reproduction, growth, and development, and shows a certain degree of response to stimuli and homeostasis. Most unicellular organisms are microscopic in size, and humans are multicellular organisms composed of several millions of cells grouped into specialized tissues and organs. So all organisms consist of a monomer unit called a cell. So organisms may be prokaryotic, that is, they lack nuclear membranes, or eukaryotic, having membranes bound by cell nucleus. The second level of organization is a population. So when different organisms come together in a certain area, they form what we call a population of species. A good example is the number of frogs in a pond or a number of lions in a national park. So the number of frogs in a pond in a given area can also give rise to what we call population density. So, on the next list of organizational levels, we've got a community. So, a community can be defined as a collection of different organisms or species in a particular area. It could be a group of antelopes, giraffes, lions, impalas, kudus in a national park. And this is the term that is used to describe all the organisms living together in an area. During the development of an ecosystem, the species composition is in a community changes progressively through the stages. Finally, a steady state is reached, and this is described as the climax community. The development of an ecosystem is termed as succession, and we have got primary succession. This is whereby plants can grow in a bare ground, and also have got secondary succession. This is whereby plants growing in an area that previously had trees. Now let us talk about ecosystems briefly. So what is an ecosystem? An ecosystem is any unit of environment consisting of both living and non-living components existing together in harmony. For example, it could be a pond where living components like fish, insects, larvae, amphibians, correlate together or interact in a non-living component such as water, rocks, and sand. So we have ecosystems that can also bring rise to what we call biomes. So what is a biome? A biome is a large ecological area with the same or similar climatic conditions. So in brief, we can say a biome is a collection of ecosystems with the similar conditions. So we've got abiotic and other geographical factors that can actually influence the types of organisms that can be found in a biome or in an ecosystem. So we have a map over here. So the map actually shows different areas with the same color, which actually shows that they've got the same climatic or other geographical conditions. So in these particular areas, you'll notice that you'll find certain types of organisms because these organisms share the same climatic conditions. So, last but not least, let's look at a biosphere. So, a biosphere is any part of the earth where organisms live. It is the broadest level of ecological study and includes all of the Earth's ecosystems. The biosphere includes the lithosphere,